This year marks a decade of GA4GH, and what a decade it's been. Let's hit replay and see what we've accomplished together. Back in 2013, the cost of a single genome had plummeted to under $10,000 down from $10 million just a few years earlier. Led by David Altshuler, soon to be the first GA4GH chair, our forward-thinking founders realized that the coming deluge of new data would never reach full potential unless we figured out how to work together. 73 partners signed a public letter of intent to form an alliance and address the need for genomic data sharing. We kicked things off with our first 4 working groups: data, clinical, security, and regulatory and ethics. In 2014, we held our first 2 plenary meetings ever in London, UK, and San Diego, US, and published our landmark Framework for Responsible Sharing of Genomic and Health-related data. Based on the human right to benefit from scientific advancement, the framework has underpinned everything GA4GH has achieved since. Also this year, our 3 flagship demonstration projects came together to highlight the power of data sharing: Matchmaker Exchange, BRCA Challenge, and the Beacon Project. Today, each has become a major player in the genomics and health world. MIT Technology Review included GA4GH on its list of 10 breakthrough technologies for 2015, the year we next met in Leiden, Netherlands, where we maxed out the Wi-Fi at plenary and walked around inside a giant human body. Led by our second chair, Tom Hudson, we wrote a perspective article calling for a federated ecosystem to share genomic and clinical data. Science published the article in 2016. Together again for plenary in Vancouver, Canada, we launched a group that convenes national genomics initiatives to compare notes on implementing genomic medicine at scale. Our third chair, Ewan Burney, called on each of us to imagine an even more productive and effective organization. At a working meeting on the Welcome Genome campus in 2017, we came up with the idea for driver projects, collaborating closely with work streams, ensuring users had a voice in the standards development process from the very start. The first 15 driver projects joined us that year, and the 8 work streams we've come to know and love launched at 5th Plenary in Orlando, US. That year also marked the start of a new 5-year strategic plan, GA4GH Connect. The first tools produced under GA4GH Connect debuted in 2018 at our plenary in Basel, Switzerland, where Ewan congratulated the product teams with champagne and Swiss chocolate. In 2019, we welcomed another 7 driver projects, extending our domain expertise and our geographic reach by 31 countries. We gathered in Boston, US for 7th Plenary, and by the end of the year released 12 new products. And then the COVID-19 pandemic put the world on pause. But rather than mark a dark era for GA4GH, 2020 forced the world to acknowledge the true value of data sharing, and our community pivoted, applying its knowledge of sharing human genomic data to sharing pathogen data. Our first fully virtual plenary attracted the largest and most diverse audience yet. We showed connection demos of GA4GH standards solving real-world scientific problems by allowing researchers to analyze data distributed around the globe. In 2021, more than 200 of us worked together on a special issue of the new open access journal Cell Genomics. There, and at our virtual 9th plenary, we discussed how GA4GH and our products could enable responsible data sharing in genomics and health. In 2022, for the first time in 3 years, we saw each other in person, meeting in Montreal, Canada, and then again in Barcelona, Spain. Which brings us to today. 44 GA4GH products now form the foundation for responsible genomic data sharing and use. We welcome a new cohort of driver projects as we celebrate 10 years of unlocking the power of genomic data to benefit human health. To our active contributors, thank you for all of your work and your commitment along the way. You are GA4GH. You made this happen. And to those of you just getting started, we're so happy you're here, and we can't wait to see what we can achieve together. Here's to the next decade.